Hey, it's Drake. Sorry I haven't been around. I've been busy with stuff like school and just basketball, and baseball is starting to start back up. And last year really didn't end the way we wanted it to. We struggled in the championship, and one way we dedicated ourselves this year to being better and more consistent is to start making our own baits. And today I'm gonna be walking you through what you need, what you're gonna do, and some colors that we're gonna make. And just hope you like it, and like and subscribe. Thanks. First and foremost, you need to get your resources. YouTube is a great resource on the internet. You can find many things on there. And one place that I've really learned to do this stuff, and I'm not very good at it, is Chris Jones with World Wars Fishing. He's one of the best bait makers out there. I've watched a ton of hours of his videos, and honestly, you can just learn so much from him. So make sure to go like and subscribe on his page. First of all, let's go over your safety equipment. First, you're gonna need a box fan so you can blow all the fumes away from the plastic. And then it's recommended that you use a respirator. Like if you start getting lightheaded, then you better just quit and come back another time because it's not good for you. And then you're gonna need a pair of gloves so you can deal with the hot plastic a lot easier. And you're also gonna be wanting to wear long sleeved and probably not sandals. And now let's go over what you're actually gonna need to make baits. Now we're gonna go over what you're actually gonna need to make baits. First of all, your probably most important thing is gonna be a microwave. You're gonna have to get the plastic up to around 350 degrees, and you can just get an old microwave. We found this one on Facebook Marketplace, saved a ton of money, and that's just really important. Next, you're gonna need some Pyrex measuring cups, and you can just get like a cheap little knife at Walmart. And this is optional if you wanna put flake in your baits. You can get like a teaspoon measure. That's how you measure your flake. And then you're gonna need a temp gun so you know how hot your plastic is. You're gonna need to get to around 350 degrees. Next, we're gonna go over our injectors. We got these two injectors from Bass Tackle, and these also have the ability to shoot two color laminate lures at the same time. But you can also just take them apart and use them as single injectors like we're done here, just so you can shoot like one colored baits. And then this is if you're gonna put it into dual injector, which is how you get the two laminate colors. And this is what you use to blend it. And now we're going to go over our molds. First, the more economically reasonable ones would be these Do-It molds right here. They pour a really good quality bait. However, they do come out with a little duller finish than some of the higher end baits. And this one we got from Bass Tackle. Same place we got our injectors at. And this is a really high quality CNC mold. So you can make tons of baits. They're just a little bit more expensive. And then this one's also from Bass Tackle. Then this one's from Angling AI. It's also a really high quality mold and just a really good mold overall. Next, we're going to be going over our plastics. Once again, World Wars Fishing. All he uses is dead-on plastics, so that's what we decided to go with. And you can get it in 1 gallon jugs or like a 5-gallon bucket. And what you're gonna wanna make sure with is you're gonna wanna make sure to shake this really well, because there's a bunch of resin and plastics on here, and you have to get that really, really mixed in well. And if you're using a 5-gallon bucket, then you're gonna use a mixer on a drill, and you're gonna mix out around for like 5-ish minutes. And then next, we're gonna go over to our colors. We use some from Lure Works, then we use some from Dead on Plastics, and for your glitter, we have some more from Lure Works as well, and we even took a trip to Walmart to get some. You just have to make sure it doesn't burn. And another thing we've been playing with recently is some highlight powder. It's pearl powder, and like if you get blue, it'll make your bait kind of shine bluish when it hits the sun. And now we're gonna get ready to pour. We're going to be looking at our Angling AI Phantom Grub. This is a 6-cavity mold, and honestly you can use that as a jig trailer, or honestly you can throw it as a wobblehead if you wanted. Now we're going to start mixing our plastic. One thing you're really going to want to make sure of is to get your mixture and your drill fully submerged in the plastic before you start mixing. Otherwise it'll start making air bubbles in your plastic. And we'll be back once we're done. It takes around 5 minutes or so. Now we're going to be going over the type of color we're going to try to make. Something we haven't really played with a whole ton yet is this Dead on Plastics color shift. It's blue craw, so it's going to have more of like a green pumpkin-y look, but right when the light hits it, it's going to flash blue. They're going to have some Lure Works black, some Lure Works black flakes, And if we're feeling like, we might even add a little bit of copper flake in there. And one thing we also do is with this Expo marker, every time we do a new color, we write down the recipe. That way, in case we like the color, we can just take a picture of it on our phones and now we have the color. But if not, we just take some cleaning spray, wipe it off, and it won't be seen again. But first of all, what we need to do before anything else is heat this plastic up to 350 degrees. We're gonna put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, then in 30-second increments until we get it up to around 350 degrees, just so we can get past the gel phase, and then you can start putting your color in. We're gonna add in about 25 drops of Blue Crawl. Okay, that was 25 drops. And one thing I learned from Chris Jones is to add 1 drop of black to your color shifts. It just makes the color come out so much better. And now we're gonna add in just under a 1/4 teaspoon of black flake. Whoa. And now we're gonna be getting ready to put this in just a little bit after we mix this, and then we're gonna put it in for the microwave just a little bit longer, just to get it up to temp a little bit, and then we're gonna be ready to inject. Alright, now we're gonna put this in the microwave just a little bit longer, just so we can get it back up to temp, and then we're gonna be ready to inject. Now we're gonna inject. You're gonna slowly inject the plastic into your injector. And then you're gonna slowly push down in here. And there will be kind of like a wall whenever it gets full. And once it hits that wall, like right there, you're gonna have to hold it for around 2 to 3 seconds and then take it off. Then you're gonna have to make sure the sprue up here stays full, because as it cools, it'll drain down. And once we get this cleaned up, we'll be back with you to demold these lures. We've cleaned all of our injectors. This is really easy, and we've run around 2-ish minutes, so now we can open up our mold and see what the baits look like. These are what the baits look like, and we're gonna hang them up right here. And then, as you can see, it's kind of got that brownish look, but as you can see more on the tail, it's got that more like Blue Crawl look from the Blue Crawl dead on plastic color shift that we used. And what you're gonna do with these when you're done with the plastic at the end of the night is you're gonna go spread them on a cookie sheet, and then at the end we'll show you all of our baits and how many we made and how long it took us. We ended up running out of plastic. We got everything cleaned up. We ended up making 24 of these baits, and I think the color turned out really cool. I think I could use it as a jig trailer or wobblehead, or maybe even early spring sometime. And here are a couple of Damiki rigs that we've been working on as well. And we're gonna be giving 10 of these baits away, as long as you like, comment, and subscribe. And Remy, what should I say?
Do you like smallmouth or large bass?
That's perfect. That's perfect. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you better want to give that giveaway. And my dad will also share this video on Facebook.